Attention, Northeast Alabama. You work hard for your money. And at Citywide Car Sales, we understand the value of a dollar. That's why we've stocked our inventory to meet almost every budget. With a wide variety of clean trucks, cars, vans, SUVs, we are here to provide this area with exactly what it deserves. Options. Whether you need a daily driver or a heavy-duty upgrade, we're here to make sure your hard work pays off. Stop by Citywide Car Sales at 1107 Galtz Avenue South in Fort Payne and buy your ride from Citywide.
It's time to rise and shine and get your morning started with Alabama's award-winning morning show.
Aloha and welcome.
Broadcasting live from high atop Alabama's beautiful Sand Mountain.
Winning over audiences across America.
Please welcome your hosts, Barry.
He has a face only a mother could love.
That dude is pretty cool.
And Holly.
Well, aren't you a big steaming pile of pancakes?
Here comes the sun.
WQSB, good morning. Barry and Holly. Holly off again today. Maybe back tomorrow. Just wait and see. She's feeling better, but we'll see. But in the meantime, here comes the sun, and there's Will.
Hey,
good morning, Will.
Good morning, everybody. How are y'all doing?
So you had a tough night last night?
Yeah, last night was rough. I didn't get much sleep at all. Kind of came in on two wheels right now, so it's a struggle bus this morning.
It's not back to school because yours aren't ready yet.
No, not yet, but
Other
still.
than the wife is, so she's still doing well, getting ready for, when does Crossville start?
Students come back Friday.
Wow.
Yeah, so today, tomorrow is, just the introduction part. They'll, get their classroom ready, and then Friday is time to rock and roll.
Why are they coming back for one day of the week?
I guess to let kids know where the classroom is
then
and all
Monday
that.
They really get down to business.
Yeah, and I don't get that because you're like, oh, their door says Miss So-and-so.
Yeah.
That's where my class is at. And see, they have halls in Crossville. So they have like a math hall, English hall, a science and social studies hall. Then, always out back for ag, you got to go out the back door, out in the building out there, out in the woodshed. So
when I was there, we didn't have all these math halls. We had a couple of rooms, and that's about it.
Yeah, it's like get the ruler out and knock the students up and say, hey, get to this room.
If I'd had a math hall, I would have panicked because that was not my hall. Or really none of my halls other than the recess hall and the sports hall. That was about it.
Yeah, A school for me.
Yeah, well, a little bit of fog this morning, patchy fog, shouldn't last long, then partly sunny. Basically, you're looking at the same kind of forecast for the next week. There's at least a 30 to 40 to 50 chance of rain each afternoon. Summertime weather highs will be stuck in the upper 80s and around 90. I tell you, it was like 85 yesterday, but the humidity was horrible.
Yeah, it was, and it felt like, and I have a argument when it comes to this when they say it feels like 95.
Feels like.
Why is it not 95?
Just give us the temp, and that way we know. Because I walked outside thinking it was 85, going to do some walking, and then, my goodness, like you was walking through just like pudding. It was just like thick.
Yeah, and that may be why I didn't sleep good because I'm hot-natured anyways. So that's probably the reason why.
Yeah, some of the schools are back today. Some of the Huntsville schools, more get back tomorrow in this area. Speaking of that, back to school shopping sprees. Your time is running out now. You have today and tomorrow, so be listening closely for your chance to call. And if you're the right caller, you will be qualified to win one of our 5 back-to-school shopping sprees we're giving away on Friday. $250 goes to each person. Then Saturday, all 5 winners can join us. We're going to be at Martin's on Rainbow Drive in Rainbow City, broadcasting live from 11 to 1. You can come out and spend that money and do some back-to-school shopping. Plus, later on, the Tim McGraw contest, your chance to qualify to win Tim McGraw tickets. And coming up later this weekend, you'll have a chance to go to our Facebook page and sign up to win an extra pair of tickets on Facebook to see Tim McGraw. Then Monday, it's Parker McCollum. We've got so much stuff coming. We'll be talking high school football school board just a little over 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
And high school football, actually not football, but student athlete of the week is returning in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and shout out to Clay and Mike Richards Automotive out there that helped sponsor this. I think this is their 3rd year. And just kind of a sidebar, recently they did the player of the week for football.
Yep.
And Clay said, no, we need to change this. We need to do all sports throughout the whole season and also include females as well, because females need the recognition too. So they wound up doing one male, one female each week during the school season for Student Athlete of the Week.
Yeah, and it's all sports, including cheerleading too.
Yeah.
So, and how it works is it's up to the schools to nominate somebody. So schools, when you get back in session, they need to have at least a 3.0 grade point average, which to begin student athletes, you may have to go back to last year to look, since you may not have grades yet, but have to be a student athlete playing some kind of sport. Then you can send that to us by going to our website. Not yet. We'll be telling you when coming up very soon. Then we'll be announcing our first 2 winners, one young man, one young lady, coming up in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, the mathletes too can go after it too.
Yes, you can. So that's going to be fun.
How'd you know?
Yeah, it's a big day today. You have to change. Be sure and take your extra pair of underwear with you.
Yeah.
Because it's National Underwear Day. And no kidding, my mom actually used to tell me that when I was little. I said, no, I'm not putting an extra pair of underwear in my backpack or whatever.
You never know, especially after the story we got with Chipotle. You might as well go ahead and have an extra pair of underwear.
There's another restaurant giving you stomach cramps and diarrhea, and we'll tell you which one it is. But yes, seriously, National Underwear Day. We're saluting boxers, briefs, panties, and tidy whities.
Are you a boxer? Or are you a briefs or whatever's clean?
I don't have any boxers, to be honest.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm a boxer brief guy.
No tidy whities either.
No.
No, you're just taking a gamble there.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
It says the average woman owns about 20 pairs of underwear, while the average man owns 5 pair of underwear. 1 pair Monday through Friday.
I'm counting. I believe that's about right.
Yeah, 1 pair a day.
And if you don't get lucky enough to wash your clothes like once a week, then you're in trouble, because you're going to have to wear the same pair.
Yeah, and be ready, everybody, because about 45% of Americans admit they do not change their underwear daily, and 15% wear the same pair for a week.
No.
Oh, man. How many? We've got what?
A week?
24 employees.
Yeah, and in the summertime, too. So 24 employees, you're saying 15%. So roughly, how many? 1 or 2 of us?
Yeah, 1 or 2 of us in the building wears the same underwear for a week, and almost half of us admit that we don't change our underwear daily.
Wow.
So
we'll have to do a little survey later today, see who it is.
Yeah, we'll go around make a TikTok.
I know who. I usually get behind this person at Walmart every day.
Yeah,
when I go in.
Yeah, you can smell the BO too.
Oh, you can tell. Yeah, but a lot of excitement. Spider-Man, more news. And, I believe it too, because I drove by Lucas the last couple of days, and I thought, man, for a Monday and Tuesday, the parking lot, it's still full.
Yeah, and as I was pulling in this morning, there were still people out there parking. I don't know if they were there to watch the movie, but they were still there.
But the new Spider-Man Brand New Day has now crossed the $1 billion global mark in just 6 days.
$1 billion.
In 6 days.
$1 billion.
Yes, that is the second fastest film ever to reach the milestone. Only Avengers Endgame was faster. The film also set a record for the highest grossing Monday with $47 million. Because we were talking, some movies have a huge drop when it's like weekend number 2. It looks like Spider-Man is not going to have a drop at all. That's amazing.
Yeah, and it has here that it's the 4th film of 2026 to surpass 1 billion, following Super Mario Galaxy movie, Michael, and Toy Story 5. What is Michael?
The Michael Jackson movie.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, it is good.
I thought it was the John Travolta movie. Where you remember that one?
That one was. Yeah, was that where he's an angel or something?
Yeah, he was the angel.
It's pretty good. But it's the Michael Jackson movie.
Okay.
So far, those 3. So they're saying movies are back, and they're giving a lot of credit to is it Gen Z, the early 20s?
Early 20s.
Teenagers. And I believe that, because when I went to see Spider-Man over the weekend in the theater with me, it was probably half of them were either teenagers or early 20s, mid-20s, that area.
Yeah, and I'm glad to see that, because there for a little while, you'd ask somebody, hey, you want to go watch a movie on a date? And they're like, no.
No, I don't go to the movie.
No, I want to take a trip to Nashville. I want to stay in a high-rise and go around Broadway. But they apparently...
Same money.
Yeah, I know, right? Going to the movie is good. And that's why always having our ticket giveaways that we do, you set up, you have people come up, and you save about $20 when you do that, because you actually save on popcorn and you save on a drink.
Yeah. And keep listening, because I know coming up, when school starts back, they kind of have like a down. You don't see many new movies coming out.
Yeah.
But when Halloween gets around, then through Christmas, there's some big movies. There's the new Dune movie. There's the new Avengers movie coming out.
Yeah.
There's some big movies coming out for Christmas.
It's going to be awesome.
Hey, one more note. You may not know this, but on this day in 1620, the Pilgrims set sail for the New World on the Mayflower. Now, the trip was only supposed to last a few hours. I know this because I found a song they even wrote.
Passengers set sail that day for 3 hours.
They even wrote a song about it.
3 hours.
Wait, all right,
weird,
I need to do it. I need to get with Holly Mace to do a TikTok to see if they can sing that song.
The entire song?
Yeah, or just at least the first verse.
I bet 9 out of 10 people can.
In the station, you think?
In the
For Gilligan's?
station, I would say in the station, yes.
Okay, all right.
What do you think?
I can sing it. I'm sure the only ones I could think that couldn't would be Trey, Blake. Who else?
They may be too young. They may have gone back and watched some of the reruns.
On a 3-hour tour.
Usually you could find Gilligan's Island everywhere, but I don't know the last time I've seen it on some of the streaming.
The Professor and Mary Ann.
Let me find it here. Here we go.
Just sit right back and hear a tale of a faithful ship.
It's about the Mayflower.
Great show, by the way. Great show.
I love Gilligan's Island.
I do too.
I used to come on there on the reruns and watch it when I got out of school. Had to watch. Man, that was such a good show.
Is there any other shows like that you used to watch back in the day? I used
that
to do
was the big one there. Brady Bunch, I watched it.
Yeah, Happy Days. I used to watch that one. That was another one that I used to watch.
Mork and Mindy was big because Robin Williams, you could tell when that show first came out, this guy is good.
Yeah, and such a talent. Miss that guy.
Yes.
He's another one of my favorite actors behind Patrick Swayze.
I like Patrick Swayze. Hey, looking at some football news, saw this yesterday pop up on USA Today. We're going to be giving you another season of flag football on Power 107.5. We began last year towards the end of the season covering some Albertville and Boaz flag football games. And I tell you, those two teams were really good last year and should be really good again this year.
Yeah, and if you want an opportunity to be a part of what we're doing with flag football, you can always give us a call here at the station, because I feel like that this sport's really about to explode. You start seeing some other local teams in our listening area that's starting to pick this up.
Right.
And I think I saw it on ESPN the other day. It was like some national competition there, and saw it there.
In many colleges, especially the junior colleges, I know Snead has a program, Wallace, I think, and UNA.
Yeah.
And now we had a story a few months ago that Alabama is going to be adding this, not this year, but I think it's going to be in 2027, I believe, as a sport, so a scholarship sport. Yeah. And what I'm mentioning this because USA Today does a thing, because at one point last year, Albertville was in the top 10 in the nation.
Yeah, I think they got to like either 8 or 9 in the nation. So I love the support for the flag football team and the recognition that they're getting, because those girls are really, really passionate about it.
Yeah, well, USA Today Sports released their top 10 girls high school flag football teams in the state for each state, and they broke this down, and Boaz is number 5 in the state.
Way to go, Boaz.
Yeah, so this is the preseason poll came out. It's Central is number 1, then Vestavia Hills, then Moody, who won the state last year, then Smith Station, and then Boaz at number 5.
Okay, how about that? Way to go, Boaz.
Yeah, you can read more about this if you go to our Facebook page. I put that up last night. So, again, we'll be giving you a full season of Albertville and Boaz games. Not every game, but I think we're doing 8 Boaz games and 6 or 7 Albertville.
Yep.
So you can hear these on Power 107.5 coming up. Next week, we're doing like a media day with the players.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have them into the station, the coaches, coming up a week from tomorrow night.
Okay.
And then you can listen to the interviews with players and coaches next Thursday.
That's awesome. Very cool.
So big season coming up. And then, of course, high school football, the Friday night edition kicks off scoreboard-wise 2 weeks from Friday night.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It is already here. And I just want to say one thing. I appreciate what you do for local high school athletics. You and Jeff both really knock it out of the park as far as calling games and getting information out to people. And, after thinking about it, looking at your schedule, you go from flag football, you go to regular football, you go to straight into basketball, then you go into baseball. So So, and don't forget,
We had
you know,
softball
county.
last year, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I appreciate what you do.
I love watching high school sports. To me, will always be the best sports to watch because they do it because of the love of the game.
Right.
Unfortunately, there are some states now that have begun paying players in high school.
Yeah.
I wish it hadn't gone to that. Then college, you get into. I still like college, but I've lost some interest in college because of the NIL deals.
Yeah.
Yes, players need to be paid something, but not millions of dollars.
Yeah, I think they need a salary, a straight flat salary across the board. Do you want me to go down my soapbox on this?
We could really talk about it because I think that's almost, and I really think that's, and Coach Nick Saban will tell you, that's kind of why he stepped away from football.
Yeah, having to recruit his own team. We've already recruited you. Now we're having to recruit you back.
Another one, and pay you again to keep playing.
Absolutely. And one for me, I think with the kids that sign NIL, this is just me. This is Will here. So if you disagree, let me know. That's okay. If you don't like what I say, kick rocks. I think that if you sign an NIL deal, you have to pay your own tuition. You have to pay your own room and board. You have to pay all your meals, all your athletic wear, everything, because right now kids are double dipping. They're getting an NIL deal, and the school is providing all those resources to them when it comes to room and board, tuition, books. And I've got another soapbox when it comes to student athletes graduating in 3 years when a regular student sometimes even takes 5 years on a normal basis.
Exactly.
So it's like,
attention Northeast Alabama, you work hard for your money, and at Citywide Car Sales, we understand the value of a dollar. That's why we've stocked our inventory to meet almost every budget. With a wide variety of clean trucks, cars, vans, SUVs, we are here to provide this area with exactly what it deserves: options. Whether you need a daily driver or a heavy-duty upgrade, we're here to make sure your hard work pays off. Stop by Citywide Car Sales at 1107 Galt Avenue South in Fort Payne and buy your ride from Citywide.
hey, what are we trying to do here? But I think if you have an NIL deal, you pay everything on your own. If you are partial, and then if you don't sign an NIL deal, then the school will provide that, because right now they're double dipping.
Because when you sign a scholarship, you're actually say, hey, I'll play your 4 years.
Correct.
Then most play 1 year.
Right.
Or some, not most. Some play 1 year.
And going back to the graduation rate that Saban says, he says that if you transfer, that increases your chances of not graduating by 40 to 60%.
Sure does.
So really, what's our goal here?
Exactly. but anyway, we love high school sports, and that's why you hear so much with our scoreboard and the coverage on Power 107.5 and WKXX 102.9, bringing you Hoax Blood football again this year. So we love the high school sports of any kind. You talk NIL, now you talk AI. AI also is going to be a problem. Yes, it does great things, don't get me wrong, great things, but we're already depending on it too much. And it's one of these things now that if you pull up something on the internet and go to, like, say, Chat GPT, you automatically 100% believe it's true.
Yeah.
Everything in there is true.
Yeah. No, that's not the case. It says here the U.S. government presentation at a global health conference in Brazil sparked controversy after a map of Africa incorrectly labeled every country. The map was shown at a State Department presentation and later shared widely online by attendees. The image was reportedly created using AI, and the company said it was investigating. And I don't think there's really too much to investigate whenever you see a continent and all the countries are wrong.
All were wrong, and it was AI created, and they say they quickly pulled it down, but people already had pictures of it, had proof that the entire continent of Africa was wrong with all the countries that were shown on the screen.
Yeah, well,
that was AI created.
Well, it's like, okay, well, Brazil is in the Congo, or South Africa is actually South Alabama. You know, just something crazy.
Everything was wrong.
Yeah, well, AI, people are starting to become reliant on it, and it loses the organic connection that we have between each other. But I mean, AI can be used for good things. I know some people use it for health diagnosis. I know doctors sometimes use it for trying to lay out a plan for if you're going through a treatment or whatever, or just to even make your day a little bit more efficient. But in this case, like, don't rely. Double check like teachers said during school time, double check your work.
Yeah. So they had one or two guys. Their job was to give me a map of Africa. We're going to put it on the screen. They just went to AI and said, give me a map of Africa. They just copied, pasted, printed, and just assumed it was correct.
Yeah,
Didn't
and-
bother to look at it and use their human eyes.
Yeah, so Italy was where Egypt was, and that's frustrating.
Yeah, it's going to keep happening.
You built a time machine?
Now, a lot of these, I'm sure you may have heard on oldie stations or classic rock stations.
Well-
Some of these.
Well, I think we've got one artist, one of the favorite songs of theirs, Wild Horses.
Well, so that's
Yeah,
that's his go-to.
Yeah, that's my go-to when it comes to the Rolling Stones.
Oh, yeah?
Is Wild Horses.
Yeah. You know, that was recorded in Muscle Shoals.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Fame Studios. I haven't been over there. I've wanted to go over there for the longest time, but I haven't.
It's worth going.
Is it? Okay.
It's really good. But in 1978, this song was #1 on the singles chart. "Miss You" by the Stones. So, were you a big Rolling Stones fan, Ted?
Oh, yeah. And early on, back in the 60s, the early stuff they had. And, of course, you said this is 1978. 78, if it wasn't disco, it wasn't going to get played. So even the Rolling Stones, I mean, this is disco.
That's what they were saying. You listen to the song, and even Mick Jagger and him said, it's disco. We've got to change, because they had the song in mind, what they wanted it to sound like. They said, no, it's not going to work today because disco is all over the radio.
Right.
So they have this album out there on the Kill Disco night, I guess, right? In Chicago, was that where it was at? Or Detroit?
It was in Chicago.
It was in Chicago.
The Loop, WLUP, I think, sponsored that.
But I read that Mick and Keith Richards wrote this, and Mick was going through some problems with Bianca, and he said this came to mind about "Miss You." He's on tour, and they were fighting, they were having problems, and that's how they wrote the song. Of course, they were wasted, so that's another way they wrote the song. But
have they started any science experiments on Keith Richards to see? I mean, as long as he's lived and what all he's done, and he's still rocking and rolling, I mean, that needs to be a science experiment.
It does.
Him and Willie, that was someday. Then you move up to 1999. And this song, now Santana just has a sound like that guitar. You can just tell it's Santana.
Oh, yeah.
So were you a big Santana fan? Now, this was smooth. This was #1 in 99, and Rob Thomas wrote the song. Santana was recording a new album, and Rob had even done a demo with his voice on it. And Carlos said, why don't you sing this song with me? Because like his music later, he would always pick a different singer to sing every song.
Yeah. And it's amazing. This was 1999. That's 30 years after Santana played Woodstock, 1969.
All right.
But
they always love that.
But the guitar, the sound, like you said, is there. It's obvious it's Santana.
And it's many, like even a Rolling Stone magazine considers this the intro one of the most iconic intros, because once you hear that song, you know that it's smooth.
Yeah.
And it stayed #1 for 3 months on Billboard.
Wow.
Yeah, #1 for 3 months. That just doesn't happen anymore, but that was big. Then you move up to 2002. Now, this wasn't one of, Jimmy only had, was it one #1 song, Jimmy Buffett? I'm not sure. I know Margaritaville, I don't think it even hit #1, did it?
I don't think so. I don't know what his #1 was.
It wasn't Come Monday. Was that #1 maybe? Look at that, Will.
Look at that, Will.
Come Monday might have hit #1, but this song came out in 2002. But also his first cheeseburger actually came out in 78. My fault. But his first cheeseburger in Paradise Restaurant came out in 2002.
2002. Yeah, one quickie. What you got? Yeah, Will.
The only one that is showing here is Margaritaville. Or
did it #1?
Yeah, and then
was Come Monday.
The next one, it's 5 o'clock somewhere with Alan Jackson.
Oh,
that was another one that got up there.
One quickie on the Jimmy Buffett. I always have to share this story. In 1974, I was in University of Alabama on the program council, and we booked Jimmy Buffett to play a concert. And, of course, Jimmy Buffett wasn't Jimmy Buffett yet, as we know. And so he came and performed at a hall called Morgan Hall, University of Alabama. He did 2 shows. The university paid him $500 and $500 and a 6-pack of PBR.
All right. That's cool.
That was his fee for playing 2 concerts. That Morgan Auditorium was about the size of Fielder Auditorium over here at Sneed. We had Jimmy Buffett early on in his career, Billy Joel early in his career.
Crazy.
Buckingham Nicks right before they became Fleetwood Mac. Anyway, too many stories for this morning.
So what year was that you had to Jimmy?
1974.
Okay.
Of course, now in the contract, the $500 was in the contract that the university signed the 6-pack of PBR was just like under the table.
Like a thank you for
Under the
coming
table.
out.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, Margaritaville reached number 1 in 1977.
So it did, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
So this song came out in 78, and the story, Jimmy Buffett said that he and some of his buddies were hanging out there on a boat in the Caribbean, and the boat broke down. And they were talking about they were hungry. It's only been like a day or two.
Yeah.
So the boat was coming to help them. So all they had on the boat was like canned goods. And they said, man, we'd love to have a cheeseburger. Yeah. So while they were out there waiting on the boat, they wrote Cheeseburger in Paradise.
No. He's had a niche and stuck with it, though, isn't he? He's supposed to be the cool beach guy that has a guitar, and he is stuck with that.
Yeah. and so did Kenny Chesney fill his shoes?
I think Kenny did. All of his are like beach songs.
Yeah.
But I did read that COVID basically killed all the Cheeseburger in Paradise restaurants in 2020. Somebody had bought the rights to these, and they ended up closing them all down.
Okay.
So I think they're all closed now.
Must have been a competitor.
I guess so. All right. Well, thanks, Ted.
Thanks, guys.
Pilot stories. Carrie Underwood, she's doing it again, and her Sunday night football theme is this. This was last year's they used for Sunday Night Football. 14 years they've used Carrie for this Sunday Night Football opening. I think Carrie was a perfect choice.
Yeah. Going, let's see, I'm trying to think, was it Hank Williams Jr. did the Monday night, right?
He did, and then when he had the controversy, they got rid of him, and they brought in, I believe, Pink and then Faith Hill.
Yeah.
And they began using this theme here. It's a Joan Jett song they base it around.
Yeah.
And I Hate Myself for Loving You. They turned
yeah.
into. But anyway, Carrie said that she's recording a new one, and you can see a piece of it tomorrow night during the Pro Football Hall of Fame game with Carolina and Arizona. They're going to show you just a piece. Then the actual show opening will debut on Sunday, September 13th, with the Cowboys taking on the Giants. And they say in the new show opening, Carrie says this one's going to be more rock and roll than ever before. And it's going to have about 3 locations you can see in the scenes. It's going to start off with a recording studio, then an intimate setting in a small music venue, then turn into a huge concert performance in a packed stadium.
Okay, the progression of her career.
Got you. So I like that.
I wonder if it's going to be another Joan Jett tie-in with I Love Rock and Roll.
I don't know if they're going to keep doing it. I don't know.
Good deal. NBC is launching a celebrity edition of The Voice in 2027 featuring well-known contestants from entertainment, sports, social media. Keke Palmer will actually be the host of The Voice Celebrity, replacing longtime MC Carson Daly, who will be transitioning to a producer role.
Okay.
Joe Jonas, Queen Latifah, and Riley Green will serve as the coaches. The celebrity lineup will be revealed closer to the premiere date.
Isn't this a lot like the Masked Singer?
That's what I was about to say.
Where celebrities are doing the singing.
And then you just have to guess on who it is. But I guess in this case you would know who it is.
Yeah.
But I'm curious as to why Queen Latifah would be one of the judges.
Well, they've announced the fall judges, and it's Adam Lambert.
Right. Okay.
I think it's Adam Lambert and Kelly Clarkson, Riley Green, and Queen Latifah.
Okay.
So there's 2 returning coaches and then 2 new ones. So they're going to hang on to Queen Latifah and Riley Green for this celebrity version coming out next year.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused on the Queen Latifah. There's plenty of people out there, or plenty of female singers that I think would contribute a little bit more, unless, it's celebrities, so they're trying to get more eyes on the show.
Could be. And then you have this.
The day that Barry has been waiting for a long time.
Hey, many folks have. There was a survey done a few months ago about all the TV shows coming out in the fall. Which one are you most excited about? And Ted Lasso, when they announced it's doing a new season, it easily was number 1. And that Ted Lasso is back today on Apple TV. And I told you when it went off after season 3, Jason Sudeikis said, we wrapped it up perfectly, and I agree they had a great 1, 2, 3 season. Yeah. But he said we had an idea of a possibility for a season 4, so they got together, did it, and the reviewers who have seen the first 2 episodes say it has not lost a beat. Right. It's as good as it was in seasons 1, 2, and 3.
Well, I'm glad that today is going to be a bright spot for Ted Lasso to come on, because I know that show means a lot to you.
It does.
There's a lot of humanistic things within the show that you relate to, so I'm glad to see the smile on your face when Ted Lasso.
Let you borrow my Apple TV account, because to me it's uplifting, it's funny, it's got some language, but as far as other themes, no, it's good. It looks at human relationships and people with problems, like Ted deals with panic attacks, and how you deal with it. And this one, Jason Sudeikis is back as Ted. He returns to England after spending time back in the U.S. He's been like 3 years have gone by since.
Okay.
And then he's back in Kansas City.
Okay.
And they actually filmed a lot of it in Kansas City. Yeah. And he's going to go back to England and coach the Lady Greyhounds.
All right.
They're Richmond's version of their now female team. Okay. And so the first season has 10 episodes. Episode 1 is out today. And some of the regulars are back, including Rebecca, Rory Kent, Keely Jones, and Coach Beard and Higgins. Okay. So at least 5 of those are back.
And most of the scenes are off the soccer field.
Yeah,
okay.
So there's very little deals with soccer because when it first came out a few years ago, I thought, I don't know much about soccer. I don't know if I want to watch the show. Yeah. But you don't have to know a thing. It's more about the people than it is the soccer.
Oh, behind the scenes type stuff.
It's fun.
Okay, cool.
It's my favorite show of all time. Then Seinfeld has dropped to number 2.
Yeah. There's one scene that sticks out to me within the show, and that was when he was playing darts or whatever.
Yes.
That scene really resonates. Yeah, that don't necessarily judge or have an assumption of somebody because you might not know who you are dealing with.
Exactly. Well, anyway, it's back today, so if you're a fan, it's back on Apple TV.
Are you kidding me?
You gotta be kidding me.
Are you kidding me?
Airing Halloween number 1. 105 WQST.
Yes, Kid of the Day. Are you kidding me? Brought to you by Alleyway Entertainment in Albertville. Phones are fixed, and we've got us a caller. It's Braxton. Braxton is 10 from Douglas. Hey, Braxton, good morning, and how are you doing today?
Good.
So you say your brothers are in the car with you, is that right?
Yeah.
Would they want to say their name on the radio?
One of the brothers is Aiden, and the other is Oliver. And Aiden's 5, and Oliver's 8.
Gotcha. Okay, well, Braxton, you start back to school tomorrow, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Have you had a fun summer?
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, Braxton, you are the kid of the day, right? Would you like to say hi to anybody else? Give shout-outs to anybody else?
To Daryl Blackwell.
Okay.
Daryl.
He is a good father.
Oh, well, good job. Good job, Braxton. Anybody else you want to say hi to?
Not really, funny thing.
That is fine.
Keep it at Dad. And
that's perfect. That's all you need. Well, we're going to put your picture on our Facebook page later this morning, and you're now qualified to win a $25 gift card to Alleyway Entertainment in Albertville. We'll be announcing that winner coming up on Friday. But first, we're going to play a little game. Are you ready, Braxton, to play a game with us?
Yeah.
Now, you're telling us off the air that you like Velociraptors. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, Will, what do you think?
Yeah, I think what we could do, Braxton, all right, here you go. I need you to make the sound of a velociraptor hitting a strike while bowling. How do you think the velociraptor would sound?
Can you do that?
All right. There you go.
I think he was pretty happy.
Yeah.
That's a pretty, so you like Velociraptors, Braxton, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, they are pretty mean. They are cool. Well, Braxton, you did great. You are the kid of the day, and we hope everything goes great at school starting tomorrow. And who knows, you could be our kid of the day winner. We'll announce on Friday, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Braxton. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, thank you.
Attention, Northeast Alabama. You work hard for your money. And at Citywide Car Sales, we understand the value of a dollar. That's why we've stocked our inventory to meet almost every budget. With a wide variety of clean trucks, cars, vans, SUVs, we are here to provide this area with exactly what it deserves. Options. Whether you need a daily driver or a heavy-duty upgrade, we're here to make sure your hard work pays off. Stop by Citywide Car Sales at 1107 Galt Avenue South in Fort Payne and buy your ride from Citywide.